guys, so like I told y'all, we're gonna make wrapped chicken asparagus. So we got a lot of items on the table. Let me fix y'all up. Y'all leaning. Y'all was leaning. So we got a lot of items on the table, but the main ingredients that you're gonna need is your chicken breast and your asparagus. Okay, so I'm gonna move some of this stuff off the table as I tell you. Right over here we have a cast iron skillet. Make sure it's not rusted, it has been seasoned, meaning it's greased up, it's really nice, and you want to sit this on the side so it can start heating up. Now we're gonna cook this meal in one pot. We're gonna put it in the oven after we get done searing it on the stove. Now, y'all know I like to use all total seasoning. We're going to use that. We're going to use some buttery steakhouse. I know this is not a steak, but trust and believe it's going to taste good. And some salt and pepper, okay? So if you are plain Jane salt and pepper, that is fine. But if you're coming for the seasoning, you're coming for the flavor, you're coming to put a little kick in your food, guess what? I am here for you. So that's what you're gonna need for that. Also, we have a little garlic spread butter. This is extra. If you don't have it, it's okay. Use some regular butter. And then I have pepper jack cheese because I like a little kick and a spice. Also, I have some mozzarella Parmesan cheese. So this is what you're gonna really need. Provolone cheese, sorry. You're gonna actually need this if you don't have the pepper jack cheese. Pepper jack cheese is for the kick. And then some cream cheese. This is optional. You do not have to have cream cheese, but I'm bringing it to you because guess what? We don't do nothing over here boring. So before we start messing with the chicken, I'm going to set the chicken aside and we actually going to go ahead and get these asparagus cut up. So these are some thick asparagus. I love them. You can get the thin ones if you want to, but I like the thick ones. Now it comes with a rubber band. They are cleaned up and I put the rubber band back on them. You don't want to cut this end off. This is the good end. You don't want to cut the middle because the middle is where all the good fiber and the taste is. You want to cut the stem, the end. So the rubber band is pretty much where I want to cut it at, and I'm just going to cut it probably a centimeter below the rubber band, okay? So because you don't want the stems is hard and you can't eat the stems, okay? So just go ahead and cut that off. Once you cut this off, all you gotta do is take your rubber band, take it off of there and set it aside, okay? Simple, easy. Now one thing I would love to learn how to cook is artichokes. I normally have somebody else clean it because artichokes is similar to asparagus, but you have to clean them right, and I don't know what I be doing. So that being said, we got that done. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and get you some saran wrap, and you just want to go ahead and cover up your butcher board or whatever you cutting your meat on, or you're gonna beat your meat to death on. So you want to go ahead and cover that up. And I'm also going to use some parchment paper as well as the plastic wrap. So if you have both, go ahead and use them. If you don't, it is fine. Just use one or the other. It's not a really big deal. Now at this point, you want to make sure that your chicken is cleaned off. You have cleaned it however you clean it, with lime or lemon juice, or rinse it under water. Whatever your measurements or techniques are to cleaning your chicken. I have chicken breast. You can also use chicken thigh, boneless, as well as chicken breast. And I'm going to put some gloves on. Even though my hands are clean, I just don't like touching chicken, okay? So before we touch the chicken, make sure all of your ingredients are open that you're going to be using, like your cheese. Put that in a separate container, and you want to make sure that your cream cheese is open as well. So you want to just put that on a separate container before you start touching your raw meat, because once you touch your raw meat, you can wash your hands, go back and forth, but I just like to have everything out and ready for my disposal. I'm just gonna put this on the side right here so that we don't have to retouch anything because it's already out for us. Bam. Now with the chicken breast, you want to make sure you have a nice chicken breast or chicken thigh, boneless out. And this one right here, I'm going to trim off this fat on the side. I'm not going to throw it in the trash. I'm going to trim it up because we are going to be able to cook this and eat it. It's not bad. We just don't want that piece on there. We want it to look presentable. Any extra fat on here, you just want to take it off like I'm doing right now. And you want to fillet the chicken, meaning you want to cut the chicken down the middle this way so that you can open it up. So just make sure you got a nice even, and you want to fillet it like a butterfly because you don't want to cut the whole chicken open. You just want to fillet it like a butterfly, okay? Like so. Now at this point, if you have a pan or another skillet, you want to go ahead and just beat it flat. If you have the right utensil, this is like a meat tenderizer. You can get these from your local store. Go ahead and take the part like this. They have like little sticky things, and tenderize the meat. That's gonna get the seasoning and flavor in there. You want to go ahead and take the flat part right here and you want to beat it out smooth. So when you're hitting it down, you want to go out. Hit it and out, okay? And what you can do is go ahead and take your saran wrap or plastic and you just want to beat it out. And you want to get it flat, okay? So that's what my intentions on beating this out and smoothing it out, is to get it flat. What you're gonna do is go ahead and season it with a little bit of salt and pepper, and you want to add some extra flavor in there that I'm going to be adding. So go ahead and season it. A light season on the inside. Okay, and at this point, if you have your cream cheese, you want to take your cream cheese and you want to rub it on one side, or you can rub it in the middle of your chicken breast. And I'm going to put little dollops of cream cheese on my chicken breast. Okay, then you want to get your asparagus. You can get 2 or 3 of them depending on how big your asparagus are, and you want to go ahead and just lay them next to your cream cheese. Now if you know how to tie up your chicken breast, you want to go ahead and do that. If you cannot tie up your chicken breast and you don't know how to do it, you can go ahead and take some toothpicks, and you can use toothpicks to do this project as well. So I'm going to take a couple of toothpicks out of here. And you can lock and seal your chicken breast wraps with toothpicks, or if you have some string, you can tie it up. So once you do that, you want to take it and roll it. Alright, Alright guys, so I have a cast iron skillet that we're going to cook it in and bake it in as well. So we're going to sear it off. So what you want to do is make sure it's on medium high. Make sure your pan's not rusted and it's seasoned. The seasoned ones are the best ones. So what I have in here is extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to go ahead and add just some seasoned garlic spread butter. If you don't have the seasoned garlic spread butter, go ahead and just use some regular butter. Butter is going to give it its flavor. The olive oil is going to cook it, okay? Make sure your pan is on high, and then you want to just cut it down once you get all 4 sides or the whole thing seared. So let me put that in the pan and show you what's going to happen. This is the reason why you use the toothpicks, to make sure it's closed and encased in. And all you're going to do is make sure each area of the outside is brown. Once it's brown, you want to go ahead, hopefully y'all can hear me, you want to go ahead and add you about a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. I have some leftover asparagus, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that in here as well. And then I'm going to season the outside with total seasoning. Light seasoning, not a lot. Get out the sides brown, go ahead and add about a 1/4 cup of chicken broth or stock. Turn off your oven and then stick these right in. Turn off your stove top and stick these right in your oven. You want to put it in the oven on 375 and cook it for about 15 minutes or so, or 20. Then when I come back, I will show you the end result. Are you ready tonight? Okay, y'all, so dinner is done, okay? This can be a meal prep. It's healthy, it's easy. Just lay off a little bit of the cream cheese and the butter, but you know, it's whatever. So, the extra asparagus, I just roasted it with the chicken broth, and I let the little rest of the butter marinate in these, and this is really good, fantastic. And I just sprinkled the leftover cheese, which was nothing but a pinch. Now, are y'all ready to see what your girl got for you under this pan? I know you are, so here we go. Now, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. Ooh, voila, look at that. That is looking like a 5-star meal. what is you saying? This is a 5-star meal. So I just added that leftover little piece of cheese on top. But look, y'all, so everything is done. Only thing I did at the end, I added some diced tomatoes with a chili green pepper. You don't have to add that, but it does cost for you to add a roasted seasoning in here, like the roasted tomatoes. But I just added that can in here for the bottom. The top is crispy, like we said. We was not going to cover it up. We're just going to give it a little halfway. The asparagus is soft. That's why you put the lid on there. And guess what? It's smelling delicious. Now, what I'm going to do is show you how I'm going to make this plate. I'm going to bring this a little bit closer for y'all because this is still hot. The chicken is tender and nothing's overcooked. You don't want to overcook anything. That's why you break down the chicken so that it can cook all evenly. But look at that. Yeah, I outdo myself all the time. When I say all the time, all the time. So with this, I just made some quinoa. If you don't know, quinoa is a little bit better than white rice. Brown rice is good too, but I just don't like brown rice after I found out how to cook quinoa. Quinoa, you want to cook it just like regular rice. 2 cups of water per 1 cup of quinoa. Simple, easy. I'm about to take out off the shelf right here so I can get a good little picture. Look at that. Delicious. So hopefully you like what I'm cooking and you are feeling all the flavors. And this the quinoa is just fluffy. It's the same results as rice, better, and it tastes good. So I'm gonna make me a plate up over here and I'm gonna put the rest of the food in a container. And when I come back, I'm gonna put a picture right here for y'all can see what it looks like because it smells good, it tastes good. The chicken is not overcooked. That's what I really want to show y'all, that the chicken is not overcooked, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up. Look at that. Ooh, this is hot. But the chicken is not overcooked. It's delicious. I think this little piece this little piece of cheese right here. I just can't help. Why can't I wait? Can I wait? Can I wait to make a plate? Look at that cheese and meat in there. This is gonna be hot to my mouth. Okay. So next time, make sure you like, subscribe, tune in. Make sure you're looking at everything that I dropped on this channel because guess what? You indulging with Dimples and all we do over here is everything. Everything for a learning challenge. See y'all later.